What's up, guys? You're probably wondering why I had this piece of S-Lock in my hand. Well, the reason is because I wanted to show you something. I wanted to show you that there is, I can balance this on my finger. Let me find the middle here. I can balance this just like this, right? Well, think of this as this is balance. Balance is something that is a myth. It is something that just doesn't really exist. It's not that you can't have a lot of everything in life and a lot of everything in your career, your personal life, your health, your finances, your relationships, your spirituality. It's not that you can't have a lot in both, but think of this as this made-up term that our society is as coined as balance. A balanced life. It's just something that doesn't truly exist, because think about it. If we just separate these two categories, let's say here's my personal life, here's my business life. As soon as I step over here and spend some time in my personal life, well, my business starts suffering. If I start walking over here and I spend more time on my business, my personal life can suffer. So the only way to keep things balanced is to, when I do go home, and this is something, guys, I'm not preaching at you or anything like that, and I'm not on some high horse. I'm not better than you in any way, shape, or form. I struggle with these things too, but this is just a new way to think about it, is when I walk over here and I'm home, I need to be home. And this is something that I've struggled and struggled and struggled with. I'm trying to get better. I am dedicated and determined that 2020 is going to be, just because it's a new year, it's always exciting. I always get inspired and motivated at the beginning of every new year, just like most of you guys, I'm sure. But I really want to get better at being home when I'm home. But here's the other end of it. When I really just dissect my work day, the thing is I could probably be home more often when I was at work over here, if I would just work, like get extreme focus, like focus in on it, right? Like totally focus on my work when I'm at work. And that's the thing, is we have to, it's more like this. When it comes to balance, it's like you're running to one side, then you're running to the other side, and you're running to one side, and you're running to the other side. And that's what Gary Keller talks about in The One Thing. He talks about if there was this line, and this was balance, and this was work, and this was just life. It would probably look like this. It goes back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth. And the main thing is that we don't stay off of balance. Like, if we get too far out of balance for too long, then the problem with that is that the things in life, they can't be fixed nearly as easy or quickly as they can be in your business. And that's the thing that throws people off. And I'm guilty. I'm just as guilty as you. If you are guilty of this, is I'll go over here and I'll spend way too much time over here, and then I come back to real life and my relationships and my family and personal relationships and everything else that goes with that, my health and just my overall sense of well-being. If I stay too far over here for too long, it is a lot harder to balance it back out. It's a lot harder. So the goal is to keep a tighter frame here, because if you're going to sacrifice anything, sacrifice the time at work, because your life stuff, that's stuff that can't be fixed easily. And that's what Gary Keller talks about in his book, The One Thing. Your life stuff, it can't be fixed as easily as the business stuff. So I hope that that's one of your goals in 2020, is to get more, I'm not even going to say the word. There is no such thing as balance. But when you're at work, work. When you're at home, home. Be home. And don't stay too far on either side, because if you stay too far even on the life side, your business goes to hell. And if that happens, then that can be really difficult and stressful to fix and to get it back on track. And if it goes for too long without your watching it, because you stay too far on one side for way too long, it may be unrepairable. It's permanent, and it could be permanent and irreversible. And so we have to constantly do this zigzag thing. Work, life, work, life, work, life, work, life. And the main thing that I wanted to get across is just don't spend too much time on one side of the line or the other. Make sure to go back and forth. Also, I wanted to introduce to you, in 2020, me and my partner, Natalia Rodriguez, she is a powerful certified high-performance coach. I am also a high-performance coach. I know I've mentioned that to you guys before, but we're going to do a year-long coaching program. It's 2 calls a month, and I'm going to talk real quickly about the first 6 sessions that we're going to have, because the goal for these 6 sessions to start off your new year right. We want you to just hit the ground running. We got to get you some quick wins, and I just want you to come out of the chutes fast. Come out of the chutes fast, so you see what's possible in 2020. A lot of things don't change overnight. It takes time, but we need to start right now, here at the first of the year. Our first session is going to be on the 14th, January 14th, and I don't want you to miss it, and because it's so powerful, and it's going to help you in all areas of your life. And you're going to find out why right here. Number 1, focal points. That's what the first session is about. We're going to spend time on your level of agency. That's how much control do you feel like you have in your life right now. Because the bottom line is you have to begin to believe and see, by shifting your perspective, that it's possible to start designing your life. And that's what we're going to talk about. And we get to know you a little better. And then we talk about what current habits do you have right now. Which ones are serving you? Which ones aren't? The next session is clarity. Specifically behavioral-driven clarity, so you can live life more intentionally. We look at 3 categories. We look at your personal life, your business life, and then your just interaction with others. We want to make sure that you show up the way you want to show up when you're interacting with people, when you're interacting in your relationships, when you're interacting with your business. And the only way to do that is to become intentional and drive that behavior. So that's why that one's so important. The next session is energy. If you're going to become a new person, if you're going to crush 2020, you're going to have more energy. And in order to do that, we're going to show you some immediate improvements that you can do, and some ways that you can also generate energy whenever you need it. And that's something you can use for the rest of your life. All of these things you can use for the rest of your life. The 4th session is courage. There's going to be, let's face it, there's going to be some difficult conversations that you have to make. There's going to be some difficult decisions that you're going to have to make. And when it comes to doing those types of things that happen all throughout the year, we need courage to make sure we do them. And the courage session, courage is not a virtue. It's not something you're just born with. It is a skill. And we're going to teach you exactly how to do that. Productivity. That's the 5th one. We got to become more productive, because back to our teeter-totter, right? Our balance model here. If we become more productive at work, it allows us to become, or let's say this was work over here, we become more productive at work. What that allows is for us to spend more time at home. Because when we're at work, we're working, we're being productive. And when you get productive, you feel more fulfilled too. I know you've experienced that before, and I want you to experience more of it, because it's an awesome feeling. And the next session in our first 6 sessions is influence. The bottom line is, if you want to get ahead in life, you can only go so far by yourself. Past that, and if you want to go further, it takes other people, and you need to have some influence skills in order to be able to get other people to join you. So you both, when it's a win-win, that's influence. When you can persuade and influence somebody to do something that's in their best interest and your best interest, that's influence. And that goes with your relationship and in your career. So those are just the first 6 sessions. There's a ton more sessions that follow that. It's 2 calls per month. Every other week, we're going to coach you, me, Coach Natalia, in the Certified High Performance Curriculum. I can't wait to see you in there. If you want to learn more, I'm going to be talking about this all before we lead up to our very first session on January 14th, 2020. We want to make sure that you're going to get ahead in 2020. And I want you to have these things. I want you to get clear. I want you to become focused. I want you to have energy, courage, productivity, influence. I also want you to get your physiology and your psychology right and get committed. Get committed to becoming that best version of you. So if it's something you're interested in, check out the link that I'm going to put below. It's www.amplifiedacademy.com. Also, if you just want to improve your HVAC skills, whether it be in business or your career as a service expert, be sure to check out HVAC Service Ready. I've been talking about this for years now, guys. Get in there and learn that stuff. It's something that will serve you, just like all of this serves you, so we can stay. And let's face it, when we become a better version of ourselves, this stays more balanced. You can never stay 100% balanced. That's never going to happen. But by implementing these things, you're going to find that your life changes drastically. You have this shift, and it's just a better life. So I hope to see you in there. Hope you have a happy new year. Guys, love you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Hit the like button below. Throw a comment at me. Guys, no matter what you do, just be sure to continue to improve yourself. Improve your technical skills. Improve your life skills. Improve yourself. Because as long as you keep investing the time, energy, effort, money into yourself and your relationships and your businesses, then good things will come. You don't always see it right away. So I just want you to hang in there and make 2020 the absolute best year of your life. The only way to do that is to get in there and learn something new. And part of that is just dealing with life. So I want to help you deal with life better, because I've been through the gamut. I've been through at the depths of despair in my business, and I've been at the heights of joy and happiness. So it is a roller coaster, and what we're trying to do here with improving ourselves individually is we keep that roller coaster where it's not so scary anymore. It's not like you're at the peak and you're getting ready to plummet down and it gets scary. So we're trying to keep it not scary. And the only way to do that is to learn new skills, to have new abilities, to have new tools and strategies to be able to deal with the things that get thrown at us in life. So guys, it's going to be a great year. I'm so excited. I can't wait for you to improve your life, your business, and go make money. Have a great weekend, guys. Happy New Year. Boom.